always liked my boobs. When I didn't have them, I stuffed my bra. I was probably 8 and in dance class. The teacher looked at me with pity as the white toilet paper peeked out of the top of the black leotard. Later, in college, my boobs weren't so big, but they were cute and perky, and me and my girlfriends were always flashing each other and anyone else who would look. I remember barely yelling, "Tits for Jaeger!" through the fog of a weekend trip to Jazz Fest in New Orleans. I really didn't understand the work breasts could do, though, until I had kids. I nursed both of my biological kids for about 3 years each. My boobs got huge, stayed huge, even after I stopped nursing. I think it's because I got bigger and they didn't shrink, but they were big, double D. They were shapely, too. It was around the time I started feeling gravity's effect when I went in for a mammogram. Then a needle aspiration, then a biopsy, where they use some kind of automatic grabber inserted into your body. It reminded me of the teeth in the Alien movie, shrouded until they get close to their prey, then cha-chang, bites the spot right out of your flesh. Next, surgery. I didn't realize it was a lumpectomy until after it was over. You have cancer, we just don't know what kind. Turns out it was something called LCIS, a rare marker for cancer. You're not really in the club, one oncologist told me. A few years and as many mammograms and MRIs later, after hearing, "Oh, we'll just watch that, it's really small right now," and waiting for the other shoe to fall, I was offered the option of the prophylactic removal of my breasts. You remember, the ones I liked? Mastectomy. One of my oncologists said, "Get rid of them and get rock star boobs." I'm 50, I don't need rock star boobs, but I don't want to die, like ever. I want to be 100 years old, like Keith Richards, knock on Ron Wood. There's pretty much no reason to write one of those DNRs for me. Do resuscitate. I'm actually waiting for the singularity so I can be assured my own spot on the internet forever. So if I'm willing to give up my body and go into a machine, I could get rid of the boobs, even if I did like them. Waiting for it to happen was one of the hardest things I have ever done. The days leading up to the surgery were filled with research online and taking the test that predicted my risk of getting cancer to be 63% over and over, as if I could change one of the answers. I made lists, so many lists, up until the last day of stuff I needed to do before and stuff that needed to happen after. I spent hours wondering if I was doing the right thing. Even when I checked into the hospital and had the little cap and gown on, and the plastic surgeon made all kinds of marks all over my body with a Sharpie, I thought to myself, I can just get up and walk out. I don't have to do this. What if I never get cancer? But what if I do? Odds are I will, so I stayed. The doctor came in after surgery to check on me. He moved to open the surgical bra that velcroed in the front and was stuffed with white gauze and bandages. As the Velcro crackled, I turned my head and closed my eyes. I didn't want to see. The doctor noticed. I opened my eyes. With pity, he looked at me and said, "Yeah, it's pretty brutal." Maybe it was the pity. I took a deep breath. There was something defiant in me. I was okay. I was okay with brutal. It was the choice I made. Sure, it fucking hurt, but it was just the path to rockstar boobs or living forever. I was gonna be okay. I looked. It was weird. Wrinkly, like a shrunken head. But not so bad. So reconstruction is a process and not a precise one. They take out the breast tissue, replace it with an expander, then they slowly expand your chest muscles. Then they exchange the expander with a breast implant. I was okay with the expanders, though they were like bricks, and when they filled them, about 50 cc's at a time with a really long needle, it hurt. The expanders were ugly too, and jut out of my body at odd angles. For a while, I even had a shark fin on one side. But they were temporary. It wasn't until after the exchange that I broke it. I romanticized how it would turn out. I thought they wouldn't look the same. And they didn't. exactly, but it wasn't different enough. I cried every day for weeks in the shower. Was this the new me? I hated it. They were stiff, uneven, rippled, and just not right. I felt alone and ungrateful. I needed to fix them. Get fake boobs I could look at and not cry. I felt alone, and I felt like surgery would put more healing and more burden on my family. Plastic surgery reminds me of sculpture. Do a little here, you do a little there, until you're satisfied, have to start all over, or run out of money. I recently had the revision surgery, and I'm not sure how I feel yet. I know, sisters, not twins. They'll look good in a bra. But is it too much to want to look good naked? I may not be a spring chicken, but I'm not a dead chicken. I still look for affirmation that this whole course of action has been the right thing to do. I read this or that about breast cancer research and treatment. I have friends who were diagnosed before and after me who are dealing with similar treatments and outcomes. I fall down rabbit holes online. Too many mastectomies, random metastasizing, pictures of boobs on social media. It feels like no one knows anything really. I don't think I will ever get the verification that I look for. What was confirmed? My husband is a badass caretaker, person, lover, and a friend. My friends and my family make me laugh. My kids are seriously nice people. I am loved. I named my new boobs Poppy and the Wanderer. They don't behave like they're supposed to, but I like them for now.